Right. Good to go. Hey, what kind of coffee you drinking there?
It is Publix special. It's some French roast,
Okay.
a la Publix.
Publix. Yeah.
The nice French roast.
Right. They're good stuff. Yeah, man. Top of the line. That's hilarious. Awesome. Well, you know what? Thanks for joining me today. And it was a no-brainer as we launched this podcast series on people who are openly in recovery, but are not just doing well, they're doing better than well. They're thriving, they're creating, and they want other folks to come and get them some too. And I got that vibe from you for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So you identify as a person in recovery?
I do. My foundation, is Narcotics Anonymous.
Right.
That's where I grew up. And it's my bedrock. But yes, I identify myself as a person in recovery.
All right.
Too. Absolutely. Yeah.
Right on. I'm a person in recovery as well. My foundations were in the 12-step community as well. Mm-hmm. And that was 17 years ago today. Right on. And I think that your anniversary is next week, I believe, right?
My anniversary is October 26th.
October 26th.
Yeah, so we're about, let's see, the 16th would be 10 days, so we're about 12 days out. Yeah.
Cool. And, yeah. And today's the 12th.
Yeah.
Right on. Oh, that's wonderful. So what does recovery mean to you today?
For years, I would say the definition of getting back that which was lost. That's what Webster says, but it's expanded. Today, it's in the now. It's getting back that which was lost, plus the abundance of living in the now. Where I go, we say just for today, and being in the present, man. Waking up this morning and knowing that I can pivot my day and that it's going to be good. That I'm able to function, that I'm able to be there for myself, be of service, and to just live. A lot of gratitude, to be able to just live, life on life's terms, no matter what. I don't have to harm myself or harm others,
So that actually sounds like potentially more than what you had prior to recovery. So you used to say recovering that which was lost, but then I'm living today.
Yeah.
Service. I'm rolling with the punches.
This is the only situation, as we say, dis-ease or illness that I know of, that from the baseline you get better. Usually in situations, it's like, okay, you're here and we need to maintain.
Yeah.
But how amazing is it that we just, instead of just maintaining, like, okay, let's keep the genie in the bottle. It's not about that. It's about, man, beyond our wildest dreams.
Yeah. And
that still blows my mind when I think about it. It's never got old.
Yeah, me too. From the get-go, man, I wanted to get out of trouble. I wanted to not hate myself. I wanted to, just like, I don't know, man, get well. And then I discovered that I could get better than well.
That's it.
Yeah. That's cool. Well, we ran into each other recently at Mobilize Recovery in Las Vegas. That was a splendid reunion, but we had not seen each other for some 19 years. And where did we meet?
Before or after? Well, Dread 34, man, playing music. And like I was telling somebody in Las Vegas, man, I just remember, well, what, back in the day, being asked to join Dread 34, great bunch of guys.
Yeah.
And you were always nice to me. I mean, you're always nice to everybody, but that stuff goes a long way. Whether we like it or not, we Polaroid snapshot a lot of moments. And I just remember going, that cat's cool. And you played the trumpet. So, and it was awesome. We had some good times. And I never knew.
I had a Polaroid snapshot as well. I knew that you were in recovery at the time. You had shared that with me. Yeah. And I shared with you that, I wasn't, but it was kind of in and out. So I was in a period of unwellness, and my Polaroid snapshot was of you. Like, look at that cat. He's having fun. He plays a mean guitar. He sings like an angel. And what I loved most about you, though, was your emotional intelligence, your ability to roll with the chaos that is a band. And I did not have that. I often reacted to the other mates, and I was not unkind to you or what have you, but I was not in control of my emotions. I contrived much drama, but I looked at you and I wanted what you had.
Oh man. The irony of because I was in early, recovery then, what I saw when I looked in the mirror was a guy, pertaining to, Eric's, trying to hold it. And when I say hold it together, I mean learning how to live, learning, on the reset button. And I'd finally gotten to a place where, my recovery networking community, they know I love music, and I've gotten to a place where it was time to dip my toe in the water again. Because for a long time I did. My first 2 years, 3 years. And then I eventually started to venture out and do open mic night solo acoustic stuff. Because, that environment pertaining to my past, things were always available. And so I was like, trying to hold it together, trying to learn how to live. And what a great bunch of guys.
Yeah.
What a great bunch of guys to hit the reset button with.
Yeah. And
to make music.
Yeah, you chose well, and you chose well for me as well, because in the trajectory of my recovery, that was a pivotal moment. I think recovery visibility is important for us to know those around us who are in recovery or impacted by addiction. And as I told you, gave me a little bit of that hope shot. And so that's a good thing. So let's talk about, what it's like today. This podcast, this video podcast, we touched briefly on why we got into recovery and how we got into recovery, but it's really about how do we party today? How do we get down, and how do we live better than well? How will we thrive? Our recovery visibility. So, you left about 5 years in recovery, Raleigh, North Carolina, and headed off to Atlanta. And I did not see you again until Las Vegas. Tell me about how you have fun in recovery.
So I have fun by maintaining my base, maintaining my foundation. I enjoy going to meetings. I enjoy my recovery process.
Wow.
I've always loved to read, and in the literature that we deal with, well, first of all, I never read a book that was about me, but yet I never met the people in physical form that knew me. It was what's the word I'm looking for? It was an enigma.
Mm.
I never picked up information in my life where that was, like I said, that was written. But when I read it, I'm like, can't deny that. Can't deny that. Identify. Me too. Definitely. You know, and
I feel
so
you.
I feel at home. And I have my life is so broad, and I have just as many friends in recovery that aren't. But it's something special. It's something a little. I get a little extra something with people who are, because we connect in a totally different way.
So I want to interject real quick, though, and this is a great message to new folk who are in their recovery process, whatever pathway that might be, and it is unfun. I do recall that for myself, that in the beginning, we face these threats of, is this all there is? This isn't fun. There came a time for you, and I did not expect this, but I should have expected this, that you would cite your recovery process, your fellows, your rituals, your practices as part of that joy in recovery, that having fun. And I think that's a great message to send to folks to hang in there. 5 years is a critical turning point as well. That was about the time that I also returned to music, and when I started to discover what I wanted in my life as well, and to be. So please, I wanted to highlight that.
Absolutely, we have fun, and it can't be overstated enough. It can't be emphasized enough. Relationships, just because when I think, when you mention fun, of course, subconsciously my mind wanted to think about fun things. But once again, being able to just live in the moment. I have emotions today. I have feelings today. They're not repressed. I get excited about, my dude, we have animals, and dogs and a cat, and I got a Dyson for Christmas. I got a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, they suck.
And
No, they're awesome.
and where I'm going with this is, around here we crush them. And I remember like buying vacuum cleaners and giving them like 6 months to a year. It was like,
Yep.
nice brand, but it was like a expensive, cheap car. They would die on me.
Yeah.
And she got me a Dyson, and I never thought I would see the day where I would get excited over a vacuum cleaner, man. What is up with that?
Right. Yeah.
But I turn it on, it works. Fun.
It's good vacuum.
Yeah. And fun. I enjoy so many things, but another thing that comes to my mind with fun is moments like this. Being with people, being with my tribe. I'm a part of the human race. And there was a while there where I felt like an alien. And just being able to sit with my brother Donald, I cherish these moments. But yeah, music, listening to records, hanging out with my queen. I got to go see the new James Bond movie last night. Just little things, just, going to Vegas.
Yeah.
traveling, so many things. The list goes on and on. Yeah.
And wow. And in we identify with one another when we share, some of the struggles we've been through, and we share some of the process. But I think it's important to share this because I'm connecting with you on this as well. I remember getting excited about our first Dyson as well.
Okay.
and playing with the pets and just connecting with people. Yeah, right on. And I think you boiled it back down to, it was a state of mind for you. It is a state of mind for you. It is being present in the now. You've mentioned that a couple times. And
Yeah, I feel like I'm where I feel that spiritually, mentally, physically, I feel like I now fit inside myself. Does that make
ooh,
sense?
it does to me. Right on.
You know.
Well, let's talk about the music though.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. I saw you perform at Recover Out Loud after Mobilize Recovery. You got on stage,
Yeah.
and let's give it a listen.
I saw a man through the keyhole. He was down on his knees. He was looking for his Jesus instead of his disease. When I saw the man through the keyhole, he was down on his knees. He was looking for his Jesus instead of his disease. His disease. His disease now, yeah. His disease. His disease. Now huddled in the corner and all of the message came but fell on these hopeful ears.
That was it. People loved it. Folks loved you, man, and it was splendid. Yeah. And so talk to me about Geisha Hit Squad. Talk to me about, what's going on with you musically right now.
Geisha Hit Squad for me is an umbrella. It's a moniker. It's a label. It's a name under which I create music. And whether it be solo acoustic all the way up to a full-on band.
Cool.
It's kind of like Prince, not comparing myself to the stat, but you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's that look like today, man?
Today, in fact, I just released a 6-song EP called Act One, and I released it. We're coming around the mountain on its year's anniversary. I released it in September of 2020. Wow. And what it looks like today is me continuing to write, and I'm always snatching and chasing ideas. And at some point, I'm gonna get some of my guys together and we're gonna go play this stuff live. But I'm the mad scientist in the lab. I create, then I tap my guys on the shoulder because I have another band. I have another band called Black Line Reggae, and the cats are powerful. They're very good at what they do. In fact, the other 2 guys in the band are music teachers as well. So I'm going to snatch those group of guys and pivot it over to Geisha Hit Squad, and then we're going to go play the loud, bombastic stuff.
Right on.
So today is, and I have my home recording studio here, and I'm able to, just bought a piano upstairs. A band could walk into my house right now with nothing, and I could record them. Guitars, bass, drums,
Oh, nice.
harmonica, kazoo.
Yeah.
I got it. We could make a full-on record here.
You saw
And,
KT Tunstall bust out the kazoo during her gig. That was,
yeah,
she had that one woman band, and
yeah,
that's what we can do, man. We can hit the lab at home by ourselves, or we can get together with the right bunch of fellows, make sound sort of mellow.
yeah. And I also exactly, and I also enjoy recording other people as well,
Mm,
because like we talked about earlier, it's about relationships, and building recovery has allowed me to form some very deep, intimate relationships. I'm in the process of mixing a song right now for my good friend Gabriella Logan, and she has a band called the Tulips. And man, this song is going to be submitted for a Netflix series.
wow.
And she has trusted me since 2019 with her work. She's recorded all over the place, but she always comes back to me, because through this recovery process, it allowed me to develop a relationship with her. She trusts me.
Mm.
I understand her. And she's like, here it is, do your thing and call me. How cool is that?
That is really cool, man.
Yeah.
You hearing any flugelhorn on these new masterpieces that you're creating?
Hey, absolutely. Let me see. Is the horn player's name Donald by any chance?
I know that cat. Yeah.
Well, then you tell him. Yes. Yeah.
Right on.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I need to get my chops back. It's
Yeah.
for me, the axe is a love-hate relationship, and something I need to work on, for sure. I'll get all into it, and then I'll put her away for a while. I don't know what it is, but anyway,
Yeah.
you dig it.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you got what do you want to, you have a message that you want to share while you got this microphone, and hopefully a huge audience when this takes off? What do you want to tell folks about, thriving in recovery, or just living a good life, or not a good life, living a whole life?
I remember being told by my first sponsor. He says, "You ain't seen nothing yet." And each day, and I can still say, just like us bumping into each other in Las Vegas, as a result of staying the course. And I don't mean like trudging uphill with a backpack full of rocks.
That's right. That's right.
I mean looking up and going, thank you for this wonderful day. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. I'm not running from life. I'm running to life. And with the help of my recovery posse, y'all have never let me down. Y'all, yeah.
Eric, you have just summed up the purpose of this podcast. Its title, No Thanks But Yes. Through many pathways, folks have come to the place where they can say no thanks to the escape of substance use, but they have said yes to an enduring life and a thriving life, and they say yes to opportunities, and they stay the course. And sometimes they fall flat on their face, and sometimes they get to do this.
Right.
But either way, it's going to work out. It's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, man. All right. Well, I don't know. I think we pretty much, that was a good bookend right there. Yeah. I love it. Well, I'll talk to you later, my friend.
All right. And thank you for allowing me to be a part of the podcast.